Have you ever felt as though you were meant for so much more, and yet things would happen in your world that would keep your success sort of stuck at a ceiling? Have you ever felt like your relationships should be a lot easier, and for some reason things just don't feel like they're fully coming together? Well, in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about overcoming fear and shattering your limits, and how fear is this sneaky little demon that gets in and sabotages your desires and the things that you want. So make sure that you watch this video all the way to the end. And I promise you that just by watching this video, it's going to shift something really significant for you. Please like this video, please comment, please share it with someone that you know. And you can still register for the Art of Feminine Dominance, my signature program, which is all about being treated like the goddess and cherished and adored and worshipped, and to have these beautiful relationships where people just want to deepen, and they see you as the only one. They see you as this woman who's strong, soft, powerful, and pure magic. They're obsessed. They're in love. They would move mountains for you. And for 24 hours, you can still get my Black Friday bundles. I will link them below, and you can save $720. And that's combined value of both of them. So, overcoming fear and really shattering your limits. It's really interesting. I went through this pattern, and comment down below if you've experienced this as well in your life, where I felt like I was almost having the things that I desired, and yet it felt almost as though things were slipping through my fingers. And it didn't make sense because I knew that I was next level powerful. I mean, I'm sure that you can all relate if you're my people, where I would intend something and bam, it would come into my world and my field out of thin air. I've always had the wildest instant manifestations. And that's something I've honed even more. And it felt almost like things were happening to me, things that I couldn't control, until I really understood what I understand now. And what I understand now, and what I help so many of my clients shift in love and in wealth, is I was still in pretty dominant states of fear as it pertained to wealth and as it pertained to love. And if you would have asked me this, I would have said, no, absolutely not. Like I'm in this space where I feel ready. I wouldn't have known. I was so, put it this way, there was so much fear that I didn't know how much fear there was. Let me know if that makes sense to you. I was so used to it. And there's reasons for that, right? Just things that occurred in my life and so on and so forth. Very good reasons why I felt that way. And I really thought that I had shifted it. And here's what I love about the work that I do, which is this depth of power and self-responsibility, knowing that you are the one that creates your world, okay? This changed my life because I could no longer deny what was being reflected back to me. Now I could have, and I could have just kept getting the same results. And in fact, I did that. Okay. Who's done that? Where you kind of know, but you don't really, right? I didn't really, I wouldn't say I didn't want to face it. I think for myself personally, I was so used to this constant pang that I didn't notice that anything was wrong. Okay. It just felt normal for me. And it wasn't until I really realized, oh my God, I keep getting this reflected back to me, that I went all in And I sort of took responsibility for fear because fear was being reflected back to me in a multitude of different ways. I took responsibility for something that I didn't even fully resonate with until I took responsibility for it. Let me know if you've ever done this. So I took full responsibility. I went, you know what? I accept that I feel afraid. I feel afraid of having more responsibility. I feel afraid of, being hurt. I feel afraid of so many different things. And it wasn't until I did that things really started to shift for me. Once I did that, what I found was really incredible. Everything in my world, and I held myself in love, right? So acceptance dispels what's there. Once I did that, I shifted. I was no longer afraid. I trusted myself. So one of the things that you can ask yourself is, what am I afraid of? Write it all down and then rewrite that story and deepen into that story. Who would you be if you had no fear? And one of the things that really helped me is I started to watch interviews of insanely successful people. And I remember watching an interview with the founder of Spanx, who I think is incredible. And she was talking about how she was running scared every single day, where she was trying to build her business and she was terrified. And I started watching these interviews where all of these people started to share how terrified they were, and yet they still deepened into their own self-trust. And that was really so helpful for me. Because what I realized was everyone's afraid. It's what are you going to allow to rule your life? And then you do get to a point where you're no longer afraid of that thing. Of course, right? The things that I used to be afraid of, I'm no longer afraid of. And the thing that you really need to know is that miracles and magic exist on the other side of fear. And so it's not always about getting rid of the fear. There's a book called this, Feeling the Fear and Doing It Anyways. And thinking that you shouldn't have fear or thinking that you should be motivated is just not accurate. Most people don't feel motivated. They do it anyways. Most people feel fear, and those that are successful, they do it anyways. They take the leap. They're willing to trust themselves. They're willing to trust their own heart. They're willing to trust their own intuition. And so what are you feeling fear around? That if you shifted even 5%, 10%, you'd really be alive and living. And the last thing that I want to share about this is what makes you so deeply attractive to the people that you want to be attracted to you. In my work with women and men, it's the same. It just has a different flavor. Whether we're talking about the nice guy or the nice woman, the thing that I see going wrong in that equation is you have this woman, you have this man that is so nice, but they're terrified. And they don't have the ferocity. And if you want the relationship that I think that you want, if you resonate with my material and you follow my stuff, which is powerful, passionate, we can't keep our hands off of each other, and we're best friends. You have to learn how to be brazen and bold and fierce, because trust me, that's the thing that your ideal match is going to be attracted to. So, I'm curious to hear what came up for you in this video, what you learned, what you've shifted, what you're intending to step into. You choose. It's your world. The moment that you decide, everything shifts to support you. And make sure that you get the Black Friday offers below. And if you want to join us for the Art of Feminine Dominance, here comes Ruby Bear. I was like, how long can I record for? Here she is. Hi, baby. Hi. She's so cute. Can you hear her? The honey bunny. Join the Art of Feminine Dominance. You can also join my free Facebook group linked below. And if you are desiring to work with me one-on-one, I have a Black Friday offer for one-on-one work. It's going to expire this week. It is a massive discount on my one-on-one offering. There's only 2 spots open for that. Send me an email, pamela@theawakenedaphrodite.com, or send me a DM at theawakenedaphrodite, and we will get you set up. And I really hope that this has helped you and has been supportive for you, because you deserve everything. You are everything. Come on. And whether it's day or night, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love reading your comments. I'm so grateful for all of you. And for those of you that are really doing the damn thing, I want you to know that I'm so, so proud of you. And thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to meet you, and I can't wait to read your comments below.